All right, welcome in everyone. Welcome back. It's a Thursday again and I'm finally live again. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back. How have you been? How was your week? How you doing? Today we are going to design a R2 unit, but only a half one that goes on top of the X-Wings. Because I only have the R2 version of the original R2-D2, how he looks in the movie. But on the studio model, it actually looks a little bit different. And I haven't modeled that version so far. But I had a couple of requests over the years now since it got released, and that some people want to have the original R2 unit as it looks on the studio model that ILM built. So today I'm going to model that in Fusion, and yeah, we'll see how far we get, and then we'll see. But I also want to test some other things because I finally remembered to make some comments for the chat bot thingy. So I'm going to quickly test those if they work on Twitch and on YouTube. So I'm just going to do that right now before we get started. Yeah, I should remember what the commands were. Wait. You go here, you don't... can actually put this over here, so... Let's try this. I think I need to go here. Let's see on Twitch. I made the Discord command. There you go. There you can see then my Discord channel if you want to join in and want to nerd out with other members of the community 24/7 if you want. Okay, that seems to work. Let's try one on the YouTube interface. The S for social media thingies. Doesn't look like it. It also doesn't appear here in the chat, in the combined chat. Oh, that's great. That's always 50-50 if the integration works or not. I don't know. It's a little frustrating. So now what do I do? And I don't know how to fix it on the fly. Do I restart ground control? Do I relog in YouTube or Stream Elements? And happens if I do this? No. not even showing here. What is this? Be displayed. Let's try it on Twitch. Oops. As, and then it will list the social media channels. Well, but okay, that looks stupid. It's all in a row. Well, that's stupid. Okay, I have to adjust that apparently. Need to check how I get this into a new line that it's displayed underneath each other and not directly. Hey Jumper. No, that's 3 different links that are not so long. But I'm stupid. Good evening to you. How you doing? Well, maybe more, maybe some, maybe less. And the YouTube thingy is not working again. Test. Oh, there it is. Now it's working. Why? I don't get it. Is that now working as well? No, not really. Oh, hey, Ian. Switch it off and on again. But what exactly? Do I kill the whole stream and then restart it again? But that's not... That's weird. I don't know. I just changed channels in the ground control app from Twitch to YouTube and to Twitch back again. Now it seems to work. Maybe that was the trick. I don't know. But the stream elements commands only work on the Twitch chat and not on YouTube. I don't know if I have to enable anything. The Google AI said it would work on both. I'm joking, that's a classic IT department response. Yeah, I know that. And that's mostly what I do first. If nothing else depends on the system that needs to be restarted. I don't know if AI is lying or not, but it's just not working on the YouTube chat. Maybe I use another command. Oh. Maybe I need to click some setting. I have no idea. Maybe I need to link my YouTube channel to Stream Elements as well, but I thought I already did that. Maybe not. I don't know, but well, doesn't matter. Commands work more or less, at least on one side. The other side is for another time. It was good to see you on the Nerf Hurdle live stream early in the week. I knew you would have the answer on Red 6. Yeah, I always like to join in on those live streams if I can. And if I get the notification in time, because sometimes YouTube is just, well, not great, as are a lot of app notifications. One time I got the notification an hour after the stream ended. That was great. Sadly, I have no clue about YouTube. Well, I know, but neither do I in terms of live streaming. Learning on the go here as well. I could quickly just throw in the other commands. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, those seem to work as well, except for the spacing here, and the link should be in the next line. To figure that out for next time. And some automated pop-ups or chat notifications, whatever you want to call it. Odin, good evening to you too. How has your week been, everybody? Yeah, that concludes the command section of the stream. I only made 4. So let's jump into Fusion, I guess. You could pin one of those messages, whichever is the most important. That way it's in all of Twitch people's chat at least, and won't scroll off. But I only can pin one, right? At a time. So if I want to pin something else, I have to change that. Okay, next thing, I don't know how to pin anything. Do I say, okay. Never mind, got it. There's just a little pop-up here that I can pin the individual message. But I then have to do this every stream because they disappear, I guess. So I think it's better when they automatically pop up every hour or so. I don't know. Right, switching. Where is it? With the printer, because the printer is running. Woo! It's printing a little something. I don't know if it will be exciting to watch the printer, because it will only be like this high. It's a pretty flat print, but well, at least it's running again. Yeah, sure, thanks for telling me. I always forget that you couldn't do that, but then, of course, you first you have to have something that you want to pin. Right, I need to open the reference material first, because I don't know if you guys were here or not. Maybe I told it too early. I want to do a R2 unit from the X-Wing Studio model and not like the life-size R2, because some people wanted to print a completely authentic studio model also with the right R2 unit. So I'm going to model this today, or at least start with it. The right R2 model? What do you mean? Are there different ones? Of course there are different ones. Star Wars in the early days and being consistent in anything? No. There is the R2 costume that Kenny Baker wore, the actor for R2. Then there is a, how you say that, a stunt version when it falls over and shit. And the one on the X-Wings also looks different. So I just have to check where you can see it the best. On red 3 you see more from the body of the R2 unit. So we'll probably take a picture from those. Hello. I transferred all my pictures to a cloud server, and unfortunately it's not the fastest. It always needs a couple seconds to load everything. Is this the end? It can be. This thing looks broken. What thing? The R2 or the X-Wing? The answer is probably yes to both. It's not really sharp. Also not that crisp. Let's see. I thought there were some more close-ups of the R2-Unit. That X-Wing in general, yeah, because they are all very old, the ones that still exist. Oh. This could be a nice one. $115, 116. Let's see what else we got. Oh, come on. Okay, I think I need to copy my reference photos to the local drive again, because this is driving me crazy. Let's use this. Oh, I forgot how many photos there are. I don't know if that is useful. Let's keep looking. We can definitely use this one. 191. It's almost the end. Let's see. Okay, that's not fun. I need to definitely copy them over. That's it. Whoever painted this R2 didn't do a good job. On the top, I feel, well, I think they didn't have that much time to do it, and didn't care if it was perfect or not, because on TV, on this little screen, you can't see it anyways. And even on a big screen, probably, with movement, you probably cannot tell if it's good painted or not. I have some others. Where did I put them? This one, this one. Okay, let's check the red leader. That is nice and sharp, but unfortunately only a part in the picture. And the other ones are all white shots, so if you zoom in, it's... well, you can see something, but it's, well... it's okay-ish. So as far as I can see it, it has no physical details on the top half of the sphere. This is all just scratches. And this is then only paint. No panel lines at all, it seems. R2-Unit is bald. Maybe. Definitely needs a new paint job. All right. Sorting. Oh boy. I have 4 screens meanwhile, and the screen real estate is still not enough. At least when I stream, because one screen is full of chat and things. And then I have 3 screens left. Well, one is to design, obviously, so it's 2 screens left to put on reference material. But I don't know if I can justify to invest in a 5th monitor. Oops. Let's start with those 2. All right, so yeah, this is the R4 unit that I recently made, I think end of last year, as an addition. That one is for Red 4, was it, I guess? It's probably also too detailed for the studio model thing. But the life-size prop or droid looks like this. Okay, but we need R2. This one here. So, am I in the right one? Studio scale. Wait, activate this component. Componenty. Studio scale. And we make a copy of those two. Let's hide the originals, and first decision is if I work off of those and start deleting details, or if I just drew new base shapes and add the details. I think the latter might be better. Because I pretty much have to delete all the panel lines, at least on the dome. The projector thingies are also not present. I couldn't even connect 5. Connect 5 what? Oh, screens? I just got it, yeah. The screens. That's a good question. I think the graphics card has 4 outlets, but the CPU also has a graphics card. I don't know if you can use both at the same time, because there's also an HDMI and a display port, I guess. If I know correctly, I need to check the main board. So you're basically doing like low detail version now. If you could say that, yes. It's a low detail version from the current one, that's for sure. But if you go the other way around, I make the most accurate one that's sitting on a studio model X-Wing. So if you take it seriously, this one is wrong. But so is the live action pilot and cockpit. But that's for everyone themselves to decide how they want to build it. My CPU does not. Oh, because it's the KF version that does not have a graphics card. Yeah, well, you normally don't use it anyways. I don't know how it's with the AMD CPUs. If there are some that don't have an integrated graphics card, They probably are, but most likely the more expensive ones. Yeah, I definitely would have to check that first before I get a 5th monitor, if I can actually connect it. So yeah, I guess for the dome it's easier if I make the base shape. If I make a new base shape and then add the details that are on it, which are the patches here in the eye. And I think that's it. Where is the rear? This one. No. Also just some panel patches, and that's it. Okay, then let's start with that. Maybe I can cut off the eye section of this dome and reuse that. But it's more square on this one. And those details on the side here are detached and bigger. And it has a little hole here, it seems. Is it a hole or is it just paint? No, that looks like a hole. This is also a hole and not a lens kind of thingy, like in this one. So it's, oh, I always forget those. Concave, convex, which is what? Mr. Jumper, the physician, should know that. The physicist, not physician. Do I have the base shapes here? No, I don't think so. Because at the time I did not think about that. So I have to redo it. The detail one is convex. Okay, so now we have to make it concave. Again, what learned, as the German people would say in English. I can check this real quick, because this diameter is a little bit bigger than the base shape. But this one seems to be the same. And just grabbed some panel lines around. 2, 3. So this is 19.27. Let's copy that. Where is my... Yeah, I thought that it's the origin is way off. Is this? No, it's the same, is it? Yeah, that's not helpful. Hmm. Let's get rid of this and let's place some new planes. We can use his existing feed. Place a middle plane here. And we make one here. I probably need one from the sides as well, so we can use... Wait, that was the wrong one. A mid plane, make it in the middle of the feet. Like this. Wait, where did the other plane go? Did I not confirm the last? Apparently not. So let's do that again. And now we can sketch on this one. Place a nice center line. And 19.27. Okay, the dome seems to have another diameter than this here. But that should not matter in our case. Just need to check because I think the dome on this one is not entirely round. It's maybe more like elliptic shaped. Let's quickly check the other reference pictures. That's the case everywhere or just on the red leader thingy? Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it's not perfectly round. Seems to be a little bit egg-shaped. Okay, let's see if I can get this egg shape done. I will still keep this circle as a reference. Let's make this a construction line. Let's line this up at the very top. I think the egg shape goes down all the way to his shoulders. Let's see if I can place an ellipse and oh. No, not like that. Place it. Make this a reference here. Sorry if you have already explained this, but why are you remaking your R2? Well, I'm going to make the R2 as it is on the studio model, and not like the life-sized R2-D2. Because some customers requested that I make it so that they can make a truly studio model correct X-Wing with the droid. So that's why I'm making it. Because if you, oops, look at them closely, they are quite different, actually. The eye thingy is lower, all the panel lines are gone, the projectors are missing. Yeah, you're welcome. Let's see. Now if I stretch this all the way to the top here. How does that look? Weird, I guess. But let's try that. Yep. Let's hide the sketch. See what color is that? Is it this one? I think so. It's not much different, but no. Now we have a egg-headed R2. I actually don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think? Maybe the head needs to be a little bit flatter. Yeah, a bit smooshed on top. Like giving a dang on the head. Glad we got the same impression. Yeah, seems to be. So that's, but how much? Always the holy grail question. I think this. Like 4 millimeters on the screen, which is, I don't know, Need to find something similar that I can measure. Like, no, this edge goes all the way in. Anything I can. Oh, that maybe. Let's take this edge. What is this? This is 0.9 millimeters. That's not much. But maybe it will do the trick. Okay, let's go back into the sketch. $23.88 minus 1.8. Let's take a look again. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I should turn on perspective mode before comparing things. Okay, it doesn't change that much, but let's see. I think this is the top of his head. And then I still need to get this down a little bit more. Let's make it 21. Wait. Yeah. 21.8. Mm-hmm. Bip. Feels a lot better. Yeah, I think so as well. So as you cannot see what I'm doing with my hands and with my ruler here on the screen, I was comparing the shoulder height in comparison to the top of his head. And now it lines up pretty good. The shoulder or the leg width is almost okay. Needs to be a little thinner on my model, but that's not a problem. Let's check diameter. Something like this. That looks spot on, I would say. So I think I will leave it like that for now. I'm happy with that. And then once we added the details and shit, then we can make another comparison, because once there's more detail, maybe the perspective looks different and proportions change, or at least they change for the eyes. That it looks different than before. But first of all, let's save that. And drink a little something. Taking a quick look on the printer. Yeah, still running fine. Looks okay. 30 minutes to go. That is saved. All right. Then what's this? Right. I wanted to see if I can cut off this eye section and reuse that. But I guess due to the egg shape now it's in the low position. I don't know if it makes sense. Let's see if I can get it off easily or not. It did something. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. I think we can delete all the rest, or at least hide it for now, because we don't need those. What happens if I delete that? Oh. Okay, maybe later. Let's see if we can move that into place. Or I should switch off perspective mode again. Oh, I cut off the lower section here too. Now it's completely round. Okay, then bring back this one here, the original. So those two belts are, at least the lower one is thicker. So we probably add 0.5 millimeter or a millimeter. And then there's still quite a gap, but I think that could be all right. It's also pretty much in the middle. How much does it stick out? Dum-dum-dum. Oh, okay. This is thicker on the middle part, so it follows more or less the shape of the head, which this part here does not exactly. Because I think this one is kind of straight, does not have a curvature. So I think I need to redo that anyways. But let's place it like here for now. No, that's completely straight. So this geometry is different anyways. Let's get rid of this and you as well. Bloop. Let's see if that is a deal breaker or not. I don't know. Yeah, it needs to have that vertical curvature as well. So the angles, this is pretty much vertical. Can I just delete that? Does it? No. What do we have here? 80.27. No, so let's take the 5 degrees. I think that looks decent enough. A little bit more. Maybe 6, 7, 6, 7. Still don't know what that meme is. I only know that it is one. Yep, that looks good. I'm sure I've seen some good images of these R2 models. I think Jason Eden posted some images of a few of them. From Gold Leader. I don't know if the R2 unit from the Y-Wing is the same as on the X-Wing. Isn't it a little different as well? I'm not sure. I did not dive into Y-Wing territory yet. I'll have a little look now. Well, thank you. Let me know if you find something. I can take a look as well. Where was I? Right, the angle, the other side. Could be a little bit more. I actually have to twist it down here, not directly a front view. Oh, there I see it's a little different already. Switch it back to 5 degrees. Five and a half. Yep. And the other side, like this. Right, I have to confirm this operation first before we go on. And yeah, I can delete this slot down here as well, because that is non-existent on this one. Let's get rid of all of this, and then we can remove this. Oop. There you go. And let's angle this side. Oops. Two minus 3, 2.5. Minus 3. Let's take minus 3 and then those three little patches here. Check if the angle is the same, but I assume it is. Seems to be, yeah. What did I do? -3, so this is in the other direction. 3 like that. 0.73, 0.74. Yeah, that's okay. Before I swoosh those around, I should probably check the overall shape of this first. I think it's a little taller. I should have, was it 300? No. I should have memorized the zoom factor I used. Was it even that one? No, it was this one. Yep. Probably should use this because it seems perspective wise this is not as bent, the picture. This is this one, if that makes sense. Oops. This one. That looks good. And the upper, a little higher. A little higher. So we take this surface. Oh How much might that be? .5. It's three. No. .2. Still looks a little too high. 0.1. You would never notice 1/10 of a millimeter. Bring this down a little bit. No, so let's make this 0.2. Check yet again. Okay. That should be alright. It needs to be a little thicker, I guess, and then it should be alrighty. Yeah, I don't have the perspective on, whatever. Don't confirm that. Width seems alright, maybe a tiny smidge, but not much. Now, this will bring this side out a little to the left. I'm guessing the chat doesn't allow links, as I've posted two and they have not appeared on your screen. It's a nice high-res view of the heritage auction. Okay. You're on YouTube. Let's see if can I allow the links? Community comments are on. Moderation. I have an option that I can hold comments that have links in them for to check them, but it's not activated. So I don't know why the links do not show. Yeah, that's right, Ian. You can always join the Discord and post it there or DM me there, or I can just quickly check if I can Google search it. Shouldn't be too hard to find, I guess. Wing goal leader. So probably this one here. '20th image. Jesus. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Has the Y-wing a slot that is so deep? Because on the X-wings it's cut here half the way through. It seems to be the same as it is on the X-wings. Is it? Yeah, this is just paint. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is really nice. Thanks for the tip, Ian. Let's quickly save those here. Oh, there he's missing. Let's see what else we can use. No, this is even better. Maybe this one. Unfortunately, no picture from the rear. But I think we can use the X-Wing pictures for the rear section. We will not see that much of it anyways once it sits in the X-Wing. Okay, let's get you over here. And then we can start comparing all over again. Moved it. Yeah, in this view it looks totally different again. I guess more like a little bit more forward. Yeah, the pictures of Red Leader, I already have them. This here, for example. And this one, the dome doesn't look as smushed as it did in this picture. Or was it this one? No, we did compare this picture. Oops. So, what do we do now? Oops. Stupid Windows thingy. $60, not 600. That looks pretty much the same, yeah. Okay, so then this top frontal view is just not how do I put this? It's deceiving, not showing the real thing. The perspective is probably also too much distortion. And let's try this again. What did I? 45? No. Oh, well, this is different now. Let's try this again. See how that looks. Still. So I think we're R2 smushed. So then I have to lift it up again. I think the perspective from the top front is just not showing it correctly. Let's bring that up again. Just $2.5 million for the whole thing? Easy? You can do that? Well then. Good to know. What was the Red Leader X-Wing? Was 3 million? I don't remember. Where are you? There. Need to align the front as well, so this needs to go a little down. Almost. Why is okay? The same guy bought Red Leader and Gold Leader? He showed them off on YouTube? No kidding. Both. Jesus Christ. Some people have too much money. Unbelievable. Is it a good YouTube video? Almost, but I don't want to make it as high as it was in the beginning because that looked stupid as well. Okay, let's give it one more try. Before, what was it? .85, like that. Damn it. Screwed up. it forward too much. The shoulders not correct. Let's bring this one down a little. Okay. This one needs to go a little higher. Now we can check this. This is way higher in this at this angle. And then the top, I'll leave it like that. That should do. I should save this view here real quick. Oop. This is at 44%. And what's the name? HA. Okay. Thick. At 44%. Goodie. Yeah. And this is basically what I do all freaking day long when I make studio model accurate models. It's a nightmare sometimes. But if you only have pictures, this is the only way to go. Right, I wanted to just a little bit higher. And this as well. And then check again. And again and again and again until it's correct. That looks okay. That needs to go still higher. How many screenshots did I make now? Way too many. Okay, we can get rid of this one and this one. And I think my print is finished. A million? Oh, no, this seems too much. Let's make it 175, 075. I can't really see where the edge is. Oh. Because I think the color is going over the edge a little bit. Oh, I'll take that. Let's check the width real quick. Also here, paint goes over. A little bit. I should have made the pictures a little bit bigger. Okay. Width-wise, yeah. All right, we already said this. I need to push this surface a little more to the left. Right. But then we got distracted by things. But first, again, save before I forget again. And something bad happens. I've been looking for Jason Eaton's post where he shows images of several R2 plugs, but I just can't find them. There were photos he took at the Lucasfilm archives, really? That would, or is, one of the holy grail goals, I guess, to once go into the Lucasfilm archives. But I guess for normal people, that will never happen. I hope once the new museum is finished that they will put some pieces at least in there from the archives. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, but I think the images that I have now are sufficient enough to finish this R2 unit. The most complicated thing is getting the base shape done, and then everything else should be easier and faster. Right, I wanted to check my printer. Yep, that is finished. I'll just go real quick, get the part of the print plate and cut it off. And then I'll be right back. I don't think any of his images were at a good orthographic view, so not much use. Yeah. Well, not for use for base shape, no, but just seeing the details maybe, but that's the orthographics is for all pictures, I guess. You never really get real orthographic views of those models unless you would put a, I don't know, a 300 millimeter focal length lens on that and photograph it from, I don't know, 10 meters away or something. But even then you will still have a little bit of perspective in the image. The better thing is if you have multiple pictures in good lighting and crisp and sharp all the way around a thing, then you can just make a photogrammetry scan and use that. Because that eliminates all perspective. That's just the best thing. Oh, well, the second best thing the best thing would be a real 3D scan. Or just a real thing in my hand. But before I get distracted again, I'll be right back. All right. So I wanted to make this a little bit wider. That's the wrong operation. I need this one. Maybe a little bit less. Okay, this is the last time I will distract you. You can't distract me all the time. Don't get me wrong. You can ask anything. Go to the prop store website and in the search box enter R2-D2 X-Wing model miniature. Did they sell the single R2 units? Oh, there's a search. R2, E2. Why is it not typing? Wait, I can I just copy the chat text? Is this not here, but here? Oh, okay. Beep. No matches found. Let's create want list. Oh, Prof Store, sorry. I thought they were the same thing. There's one. That's a big base for that little guy. Cool. Thank you for the tip again. Can definitely use those. Okay, I need to save those pictures as well later on. Yeah, definitely need to make this a little bit thicker and then add the curvature to it to make it look nice. But first, let's get this shape here correct, but I think we got it now. So now I will cut off those details on the side, push them out a little bit, and place them accordingly. What time is it? 11:30 p.m. I don't know, maybe I keep going till midnight. We'll see. Quickly check if those are all the same height. It's hard to tell, the shading is not quite there. The paint doesn't make it easier. But they're roughly the same. I think the middle one is a little bit bigger. At least on this image. Does this tell me? The middle one is a little bit higher. And the upper one is the lowest. I feel I should save. Okay, let's split those off. Where's my cursor? What is this? Get those roughly in place. And all of those a little bit wider. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. I think I will do those two panel lines here now. Or actually 3. Because this will be one piece in the end, the body and the dome. It will not be movable, as the original is also just one part without a turnable head. For that I will need my planes. Where is it? This one. I'm going to sketch the grooves. What is this? Probably 2/10. Let's see. No, the bottom one is actually... It could be thicker. And is it deeper as well? There's a lot of paint and shit in there. But on this side, it looks like this. The bottom groove is way deeper than the two upper ones. Probably twice as deep. Okay, let's make this 0.5 millimeter. Then we have the other two, they look the same. quite a bit. And the third one. Okay, let's just roughly place them, then we have to cross-check again. Ooh. Right, I need my center line. And I can revolve around that. 1, 2, 3, around this one. Cut, but need to be careful here. I only want to cut the dome for now. 50, is it 50? Yeah, it should be. Okay. Okay. What is this? Why is that so weird? Oh, it left a little. Okay. A little tiny bitty. How is it possible I referenced this surface and I placed it directly on there? There should no leftovers. Wait. You know what? I just place a bigger sketch here, and then it's gone. Yep. Bring this back. This needs to be a little higher, the second one, and the third one then equally and a bit more. Okay, but doesn't look that bad. Get this here. Oh, wait. Here and I can't drag it to the middle. Why not? Make it thinner. Oh, it's not. Okay, then this should do. Oh, I need to be quite a bit higher. Half of this height more. I think it's time to put some measurements on here. What is this? 0.7, 0.7. Do, do. So this 1.35. Alright, but this one needs to be a little higher. The upper ring. Let's increase that to 1 millimeter. That looks good. I like that. Also, you can see the curvature here fits nicely to the 3D model. The other side, almost. Oh, here not as good. Yeah, less perspective then again. Okay. Distance looks good as well from this to this. I'm okay with that. And we can start to place those edges. All right. Oh no, not true. I wanted to finish this thing first, make it thicker and add the curvature. Totally forgot. So let's first do that. Let's take those as well. Let's drag those out and then Will fusion go faster? We take this shape as reference. Okay, and then we can make an offset. In the thickness that we needed. Let's see. Um, 0.5. I'm assuming the original thing was also created with styrene patches. And since it was made in America, they most likely have inch as dimensions. So let's see, what is the closest inch dimension to 0.5 millimeters? So that should then be a 0.02 inch. And for the other panels, oh, is it 1 or 0.75 maybe? Is this a available styrene thickness? I'm not sure. Where's my googly thing? Green. Oops. Evergreen? No, I don't think Evergreen existed back then, did it? I wonder if anyone knows what brand they used. Okay. Let's not get distracted. So let's put that here. That makes our cutaway profile. Yeah. Crap. Wait a second. I need my center line again because we need to revolve that as well. Can I? Oh yeah. can use this reference point. There you go. All right. Right, actually I can switch the scene to the non-printer scene, not that it makes a big of a difference, but you know. Cut. Boop. There you go. Now it has the curvature in both directions. Very, very nice. Hey, what happened there? What? Did it? No. The revolving feature? No, it was not. Why? Oh, it was this delete operation here. What? No, it's already. Oh, right, because I pulled it outwards. Right. I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's getting late. Brain not braining so much anymore. Let's take those two and stretch them towards the inside here. That they're connected once I merge the geometries. Okay. Okay, so I'll probably make the I forgot again. Crap. What was it? Convex? Concave? Where's my chat? Where is it? Whatever, you know what I mean. Too many windows open. Do we have... Nope. You over here. I think this one shows the geometry very well. So we make another sketch on this plane. And then we're going to make a sphere and subtract it from this, or actually the other way around, we subtract the sphere geometry from this one then. But first we need to figure out the correct size and positioning. 2, 4. So a third of the bleed length. Let's make a quick reference geometry here. So this is, what is it? 4.96, 4.98, so basically 5. A third of 5 is 1.666 infinity millimeters. Wait, will not see that. I need to do like this. .67. Oh, that's way up there. And this. So this is a quarter of the 1.67. It's pretty much not much. The distance. Alright, I was measuring this way, not this way. Let's see. 0.4. Okay, now our sphere needs to be in those 2 points here, or at least actually this point here, this and this. Let's see if I can. I should be able to place a point here. Yeah. 1 point here and 1 point over here. And then I can constrain the circle on those 2 points. There you go. And then I can adjust the diameter. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but here, this little circle here should be a hole in this patch that they cut in, and this surface here is then basically the base surface of the dome that looks through here. So we need to make sure that our sphere intersects with the dome, which it does at the moment. Maybe a little bit too much. Let's reduce it a little bit. Or not. Oh, yeah. There you go. We'll try that. Dimension wise, 4.92. Is there anything they could have used to cut this out other than a knife? I don't know. Hard to say. We'll just take the sphere and then look how it looks like. Loved watching you work, but I'm off to bed. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Then have a good night and hopefully see you next time. But I think I will also then end stream once I have this done. And then we'll continue with the patches. The next time, maybe, unless I finish it off stream, then probably we'll do something else. We'll see. I actually don't know how my plan looks for next week. Need to check what I can get done over the weekend and whatnot. Right, I wanted to make this a proper dimension. Let's make this 5. Let's see if it still intersects with our dome. It does. Okay. Let's see. Crap. Forgot the center line again. Otherwise I can't revolve the circle every time. You would think I would learn, but this is I think this is the most often thing I forget. Because I need this stupid center line that it knows what it should revolve around. And it should show me 2 separate profiles, but it's still one profile. What's up with that? Oh, now it's 2. Why not in the sketch? Never mind. Let's get this going here. Right, we can cut, but I don't want to cut the dome. I only want to cut this eye frame thingy. R2 dome. Hell, it's not even visible. Shouldn't it be something else? R2 dome 1, 2, R2 dome 1, 2. Yes, this one. Okay, I don't want to cut this. Wait, what? Eh. Body 50. Body. Ah, crap. No, this. Alright, this is also. This part is named dome because I cut it off the original dome. Right. So we need to make it the other way around. Cut this and not body 50 because body 50 is our new dome. Wait. Complicated. Especially at midnight. Cut right. Tuck. You go, and now we also have this little circly thingy. Like in the reference. I bring it up here real quick because I don't know if you can see it on the tiny screen there. This is what I'm talking about. Is now this here. But it seems that it should be a little bigger. Not that it would matter in the printed part, I guess. But for me, that I can sleep at night. So let's make this 4.8. Oops. Still a little more. Let's make it 4.5. There you go. That looks good. All right. Save. Save. Okay, now I need this little hole down here. And then that's it for today. Save, exit, shutdown, sleep. Yeah. More or less. I do standby rather than shutting down. Just want to see if in which direction this hole was poked in. I can't really tell. Yeah, just not from the front, but perpendicular to the curvature probably. Why does it always reset? Stupid thing here. So let's make a surface with a rule up 3 points. 1, 2, and probably this one. Sketch, circle, oop. Oh. Positioning. That looks quite alright. Okay. Extrude. Ooh. And 2 dimensions. This all the way out and this all the way through. But yeah, I don't know. Let's make this a millimeter, or this is 0.4, then this is 0.6 for it to be a millimeter in total. All right. And then I want to give the inside surface a little draft. Right, this is now moving this one here. Is that still okay? I don't know. Yep, no. Okay. Offset surface. You go, and then we use this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, it's only going towards the inside. Let's make this -10. So then it has the shape like of a needle, which they probably used to poke that hole in. And there you have it. I probably will do some tiny fillets all around here once everything is finished, but this will come later. More towards the end of the design. Do not waste performance. And in case I have to squish some things. Alrighty. Save again. Is anyone still here? I guess YouTube left. Alright. That's it anyways for today. Thank you guys for joining, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed a little something. And yeah. Have a good night, good evening. And hopefully a great weekend later on. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Good night.